All right, y'all, Prime Supreme, I'm back with another video. I got something to say. You are here. So let's get it. People, I did a video. Earlier. And in that video, I talked about tolerance. And I made some resemblances. I gave some examples of, I gave an example of some studies that I've done, but I want to dial in on that a little more. Back in 2008, 2009, I was dating this woman that was taking the necessary steps in New Jersey to become a foster parent. And she had to take some psych classes to understand the psychiatric mind, understand the mindset of children through various traumas, and to understand the overall characteristics of children. One of the classes that we were in helped all the individuals that was trying to become foster parents. They wanted them to understand that 72% of all females are bipolar. Now, why do you go to a class and it tells you that 72% of all females are bipolar? It tells you that so to help you understand the mindset of the female. If you know somebody that never took that class and you was to tell them that 72% of all females are bipolar, they would get upset. So why don't they know that, but the people that were, trying to foster children, why did they know that? Because understanding and the curriculum of females was part of the job. Understanding. When something happens, you have something to make a reference to. Well, dang, what they did say. I also told you in part one about a study that we did about a female calling, a 26-year-old calling the cops on the mother, and the mother ultimately ended up being broke. So I'm going to tell you about a guy selling drugs. Got his house raided a couple of times. The one time I seen his house get raided, they had the mother, the sister, the little brother, and him out on the curb. The father had passed away. One family house. They were in the driveway. The sister was giving them that ratchet stuff that women do. Not knocking it, but I'm just telling you. And then one of the officers came out there with the bag, what they were looking for, drugs. And they asked them, was the dope his? Adamantly, nope, nope, nope. They start putting cuffs, cuffed them up. They said, get the rest of them in the back of the thing too. Put the cuffs on the sister. The second they put those cuffs on his mother, he said, hold up. That belongs to me. Take those cuffs off of my mama. My mama's got nothing to do with this. There's a movie, Boiler Room. In the movie Boiler Room, Seth was running an illegal gamble racket. His father was a judge. And although this is fiction, this is just how it is. They went to arrest him. They took him down to the precinct, and he's walking in the room, and he goes in there, and he sees his dad, and he goes, whoa, no, what is he doing here? What is he doing here? Now, what they showed throughout the movie was the father being a father. And the father said in the movie, and I quote, I'm not your friend, Seth. I'm your father. That friend shit, that's your mother's racket. I'm your father. Now, I said in part one, mothers, their tolerance, once, I don't know if I said this, but I'll get to it. I'll say this. Okay. So he goes in there and sees his dad. He says, what is he doing here? No. He just start acting hysterical. But during the movie, they showed just how disappointed the father was and was like, so did you go to school today, Seth? You're nothing. Get out of here. Italian. So the father-son relationship was not there until the father was going to get in trouble. Then the father realized, this is my son. Because he said, you get him out of here. You take him out the back door. If I see one sentence about my dad in the paper tomorrow, I'm not participating. I'm giving you nothing. His father looked at him like, wow. That's the stable mind frame of logic of a man. People, I'm 53 years old. I get up at 5:45 every morning. I'm out of the house by 5:15, 5:20. I'm 6:15, 6:20, 6:30 at the latest. And I don't have anything to do. I just leave the house. My dad taught me just the early bird catches the worm, whatever the hell that means, the worm, whatever. Early bird catches the worm, all these narratives, but I don't like sleeping. I don't. One day last week, I slept at 8 o'clock. That was late. But everything that I do is my father's teaching. The only one thing that I do as an adult that my mother taught me is, she used to say, son, teach him how to treat you. Everything else I do is what my father, is the protocol of my father. You see, I'm gonna say something that is unfortunate that women don't like to hear. Outside of nurturing, you don't have a job. You mean nothing. You don't. You're nurturers. That's it. Despite what society told women, you're strong, you're leaders, you're not. You're not. You are nurturers. That's why you have breasts. You're nurturers. When it's time for the rubber to meet the road and for life to set in, that's when the father takes over. It's not to say you have no value. A backup role is excellent. But mothers teach the nest. Fathers teach beyond the nest. This is why when children grow older, y'all mothers, y'all don't have no role no more. This is why you want to be their friend. This is why because I'm going to tell you where my example of this is coming from. I have a friend of mine. Him and his wife talks about their daughter. But as soon as the daughter comes around, the mother sides with the daughter. You know why? Because the mother and the daughter are friends. And he had to ask her, I need you to explain something to me. How could you talk about her so well when she's not here, but when she comes around, I'm the enemy? Because the mother is looking for a friend. I stated something in the first video, part one. What I said was, and I heard what I said because I was sitting here when I said it. And that record button was recording. I said, tell your child you're grown, grab your coat. Let's go, get in the car. Take them to the supermarket, grab that, get 2 of those, put them in the cart. We need 4 of those. We need 8 of those. Get 6 of those. Get to the register. Tell your kid, I'll be in the car waiting for you. Since you're so grown, you pay for that. They're not going to do it. And you're not going to do what I just said. But like I said earlier, the reason why they're not going to do that is because you're not going to do that. Later, y'all.